Hi Nina, how are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I am awesome. So, how you been?
I've been
Is this
great. It's been a long day, exciting day, but I've been good.
so? You are my guru. Like you are the coach, and you are transforming many lives. So, how you're feeling? Helping people in different areas of life. Like you are like change me also. So, how you're feeling?
Well, I that actually gives me the greatest joy. Just for your viewers to let them know that I actually used to be a lawyer, and honestly, first I never believed in this industry of self-help and transformation. For me, it was like if you can see it and you can touch it, then it's real. And like, how can you say that I was unhappy and then I became like happy? Where is the way to gauge that? Like, how am I going to gauge that transformations happen? So I initially in the start never believed it, but now I went from being very skeptical about this profession to actually doing it full time, which is really crazy.
Okay. So, how you been? I mean, how long you are working as a lawyer?
Oh, I worked 2.5 years with a really nice firm. It was called Shardul
Wow.
Amarchand.
Wow.
Amazing firm, and I had a great experience. I have no regrets about that.
Okay, so means you like that job?
I actually did like it when I was doing when I was working because I always bring a lot of passion for what I'm doing. However, I realized 2.5 years into it that like I don't want to do this for the rest of my life because I enjoy travel. I like my freedom. I like you know doing things that are more liberating for me. And I got into a situation where I was not very happy in my life at that point. And then I got coached, and it made a huge difference to me. And I saw that it works, and that's when I decided that maybe I could do this for someone else, and I got inspired by Afi. So that was my tipping point to say, okay, maybe this is real and I can try it, and let's see how it goes.
So you are doing coaching, only coaching, or you're doing with something else also? Right now you're doing only coaching.
Just only coaching, that's all I do. That's my job now. This is my
Okay,
profession.
because I've seen some of your pictures, so like it's kind of modeling like something. You're a model or what?
All right, okay. So let me tell you about that. So that is actually also a kind of passion. So I run for Nike India. I've been on their TV commercials. I've been on their brand campaigns. So I've done a lot
Wow.
of work with just Nike in India. Yeah, so that's really exciting. That's been one constant in my life, fitness from the start of my life. That is something that's been very special for me. And I've had my association with Nike for 9 years now. And it's been a very, very nice journey with
Wow.
them. But that I won't even like what I do now for my work is coaching full time. But I also love running, and that's something I'm passionate about. And once I kind of got a little bit noticed by Nike, then I had like other brands coming in. So like I've had collaborations with L'Oreal, and I've had collaborations with Converse shoes, which I
Wow.
really
Wow.
enjoyed.
Wow.
It was like a really fun campaign. So I've done a couple of things like that. Yeah.
So how was Nana when she was a kid? So we want to know, like,
Then
yeah.
let me just tell you, it was, I think I was a disaster as a child. If you want to give me one word that would maybe describe me, it was like I was such a lost child. Like I had no idea. First of all, I grew up in a boarding school. I don't know if you know that about me,
No, no, no,
but
I
I was
don't.
in a boarding. You
Okay.
didn't? Go ahead.
No,
I'll
no, no.
chat with you more. So I went to a boarding school, and I really felt like I never fit in. I was a complete social outcast, and believe it or not, I was very shy. I could not speak enough. Like I was very, very unconfident as a person. And I remember at that time I was bullied also a little bit, and that's what it worked out well because that's what led me to sports, which eventually led me to Nike, which is something that I love, and I have a lot of gratitude for that. But in that time when I was being bullied and made to feel like I don't belong, um, I mean, they did have their reasons. Like my nanny gave me a boycott, so my hair was curly like that, and I had braces. So that was just another, add to my weirdness. And on top of that, I was so skinny that my grandmother, she used to give me tonics to put on weight. She's like, put
Okay.
on some weight. So I looked like a candy floss because I was like a stick, and then the boy cut hair with a curly hair volume. It was like so fluffy. So it was such a, I was an awkward child. Childhood was really crazy for me.
So, means in boarding, you had learned something like it is like many people learn from boarding things. Like I never been to boarding, but I heard that people flourish there. So, are you learn? I mean, did you learn something there from there?
Oh, I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things that I should never do to someone, and I learned a lot of things that I should do. So I learned eventually, like there was a point for me where I got bullied, and one day I said, done. So I did something I don't encourage kids to do. I beat up the bully, the girl who bothered me so much. My God! And after that, no one messed with me. And I decided that I no longer want to fit in. Like I would try to please people to make friends, because anyway you're away from your parents, you're lonely. Your friends are something that keep it together for you. But if you don't have that, then you're kind of on your own. So what I did was I really channelized my energy into sports, and then that just gave me so much. It just made me so complete that I never tried to fit in again. So it really saved me in a way. So I learned to be independent. I learned to be able to enjoy my own company. I learned that whenever there's a challenge, you can do something constructive about it, and just keep yourself occupied to bring out the best in you.
Yeah,
And
that is the best thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So how was your journey with like from being to this sport field, like into fitness and all? So I think you are a fitness freak. So how was your journey there? Means where it started?
So I'll tell you where it started. Even that started as like it's a crazy story. So I remember, because I was like bullied and always told what to do. I was a pushover. I was a pushed over, believe it or not. And there was my school captain who told me that we're short of runners, so you're gonna have to run the cross country marathon. I was like, I've never run in my life. So she's like, well, you have to do it now. So she's like, either run or you get detention. So I was like, this is blackmail. So she said, yep, you either run or you get detention. She's like, it's your choice, because we're short of runners and you really need to step up. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll run. So it was like 5:30 a.m. and I'm cursing her in my heart. And I was in the hill station as well, and it was cold. So I was like, I could have been sleeping now. But I started running, and as I did, I realized I really, really enjoyed it. Like I really enjoyed the process, and I didn't get too tired. I did quite good with no training. And then I remember, like, thinking about it. So the next year I actually practiced and did the cross country, and I think I came 18th out of like 108 students or something like that. And I felt like
Wow.
that was pretty nice. And then I remember the coach said to me that I think you could take this up seriously. And then after that year, I won it every year. And
Wow,
then
great, awesome.
that was not stopping me.
So
So
that is like
that's what started.
biggest big breakthrough you had.
Oh, it was a huge breakthrough. It was amazing. And then there came a point where, I started representing my school in athletics. I started playing football for my school and representing them there. And then I played
Wow.
football for the for the state of Maharashtra. I ran for the city of Mumbai, and I represented the city. And it was just so many amazing things that happened because of that one. I should thank that girl, my school captain. She made it happen, and the coach that encouraged.
Okay, so what was your biggest mistake that people should avoid
My biggest
from your
mistake
journey?
it was to accept. Yeah, I think it was to accept criticism, like and destructive criticism, not constructive. Like, so I was told things that I'll never amount to anything in my life by the mean girls in my school, or like when they said horrid things to me, like if somebody's hanging out with you, they're doing you a favor. And I kind of believe that, because when you're a child, if someone says something to you, you're gonna believe it. So I feel like that was a big mistake. Like, do not accept all that garbage that people throw your way, and just I know it's tough in the start, like you might listen to one or two things, but what I learned was that it's so important to surround yourself with really good people. So I always tell people, like, it's better to have no friend than to have somebody who's very damaging for you.
Yeah, like we are average of 5 people, so like we have to choose that wisely.
Yeah, you're right.
So where you see yourself after 5 years down the line?
Oh,
Like
you know
what's your
what? When
future goal?
people used to ask me this question, I remember when once Afeen had asked this to me, I didn't
Okay.
know where I'm going to be 5 days from now. But I feel like, yeah. But now I have like a long-term vision for myself. So 5 years from now, I actually see myself, coaching again, traveling the world, doing my own programs. I've had a couple of ideas about starting my own courses, doing my own webinars for my own program. So I see myself doing that. I see myself finishing 5 books that are published and
Wow.
all bestsellers, which is a dream for me, and I want that to happen. I also want, which I think is very exciting, with each book that I'm going to launch, I want to launch a music album that represents each chapter. Of each chapter would be like each soundtrack for that thing. So I want to do that
Wow.
collaboratively. So I want to, there's a lot of things that I envision for my 5 years, and to be more recognized as somebody that made a difference in the lives of people through through coaching, through great books and stories, and also music, because music, I feel, is so powerful, and
Wow.
something that really drives you. And I one of my breakthroughs was when I got coached. I realized the kind of songs I was listening to was all about men cheating on women and
Yeah.
breakups. And I realized that I was listening to songs that are damaging my beliefs about guys, and that's why I attracted only idiots in the past. So what I did was I changed my playlist. So I want to actually bring out songs that can be encouraging, and also there were songs that I wrote when I was going through like a really bad phase with a guy or whatever, and I still want to get that out because
You
you know
had wrote songs.
oh yeah, I love writing songs. I
Wow.
love, yeah, I love. I feel like it's a great way for me to channelize my emotions. So I do that a lot. So I want to launch that. With each chapter of my book will represent a soundtrack on the music that I launch. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So what is success mean to Naina?
Okay, it's going to sound really dumb and a cliche, but success for me means just happiness and freedom. Freedom to go where you want, when you want, how you want, and just to be able to enjoy a lifestyle and not just survive. And it means to be able to hang out with my family and to be able to provide for them in the best possible way without cutting any corners. So for me, that's what happiness would be.
You also love to go abroad and travel. I seen your post, like you are like to enjoy. So
Oh, I
where,
love
how,
to travel.
so how many countries do you visit?
I don't know. I think I've kind of lost count. I'll tell you the countries I very frequently visit that I can't get enough of. Turkey, because Istanbul, like that city, I've been to so many times, but it just always feels like a great experience. One of my favorite places in the world is Istanbul. London, because I have a lot of my family there. So that's one place I will also visit every year. I have Maldives, because it's just so pretty. Like once you go there, it's so nice.
I've
And
been
people
there.
always say it's for, oh, really,
Last
it's
year I've
nice,
been
right?
there.
So you would agree.
Yeah, awesome.
It's so pretty, and everyone says it's a honeymoon destination. I say that's crap. Like you can go there. It's not like you can go there because you want to maybe hang out with
Enjoy.
yourself,
Yeah,
your sisters or your friends. You just want to go and have a great time. It's a lovely place, so I highly recommend that. And
and
where else?
places in India.
Well,
You not visited India?
sorry.
In India?
Of course, I've visited so many places in India. For my coaching, I went to Chennai and Calcutta and Hyderabad and Goa. Goa, I love,
Wow.
and Chandigarh, which was exciting. So I've traveled a lot, even in India. And once I went to for a road trip from Kashmir to Leh Ladakh, and that I think was the most
Wow.
epic trip
Wow,
of my
wow,
life.
wow.
It was so
Great,
nice.
great means that will be like awesome for me. So how made you come to this coaching field?
Okay, what made me do that? Okay, so like I said, I was a lawyer, and I remember 2.5 years into it, I was feeling like I've reached my saturation point with this. So I looked at the people 15 years ahead of me in my law firm, and I realized that, while they're hardworking and probably they love what they're doing, I don't want my life to be like that 15 years from now. And I want to do something that's more dynamic and would allow me a lot more time to travel and a lot more time to have experiences and adventures. And I was thinking, what can I do that will allow me to travel, help people, and make money? And I couldn't think of anything else but coaching. And also, it was also a time where I was going through coaching myself, getting coached. So I realized that, I could be doing this for somebody else, and I could be doing this, and it could be fun and exciting. And the best thing is, I believe it's the best decision I made for my life, because now I can travel anywhere, and all I'm going to need is my laptop. I can work with my clients anywhere, and it just becomes it's a profession that's ageless, limitless, timeless, till they build technology that can identify human emotions. I'm good. Like, I have a great future in this profession. All coaches do. You do mostly also.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that it's there's no territorial limits either. You can do it anywhere in the world. So that's what I like.
And what do you say about Abhijit Meshram as a coach?
My God, about you as a coach. First of all, I want to say that I think you are such an incredible human being. I really, really believe that. I've had a blast working with you. I really have. I think that anybody who gets to get coached by this man, Abhijit, you would probably be the luckiest person alive, because he will help you have a breakthrough. There's very few people that you will see that have that much sincerity and that much passion and so much authenticity. And also, he's very composed, and that's something I can learn from him, because there could be a shitstorm in the background, but he'll be very composed and, very, very nice in his approach. And he finds a way to do things. I've seen him have a challenge, when he wanted to take on certain decisions in his life, and he overcame the challenges. He always finds a way. And I think that if you did get coached by him, he will help you do the same. He will help you find a way to get what you want. And that's what a great coach does. So I think you would be very, very lucky to be coached by this man.
Thank you for that.
You really would.
Naina.
Are you blushing? Are you turning red?
Yes, I'm blushing.
I mean it. I wouldn't just say that. Never would just say that.
By the way, she is my guru, and I am taking all the things from Naina.
No, I just feel like the journey where you learn from each other.
Yeah. So one thing you want to say to our viewers?
I just want to say, like and subscribe, and stick to his channel. You're going to see some great content, because he's meeting some great people. He's always doing interesting things, so you don't want to miss out on hanging on to this guy. And follow him on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere, and just watch this, especially this video.
Thank you, Naina. Thank you for being with us, and that was an awesome journey from your childhood to grown up. So I like your having with me. Thank you very much, Naina.
Great, structured, but this had such a great and natural flow, and just thank you for including me in this. Thank you.
Thank you.